Lots of industry changes this month, and I know you are feeling it yet. It is August 2024, and the real estate industry is changing, but that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how you can actually use certain techniques, tools, strategies, tactics to stand out and be better as an agent, serve your clients better, and get some actionable tools under your belt today. My name is Janine Sasso. I'm the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent. And yes, we love all things hyperlocal, and that includes our buyers. So I'm going to give you today 3 ways to save your buyers money and actually brag about it. Because at the end of the day, buyers want to hire agents that save them money, right? I mean, yes, the ease of the transaction is great, but your expertise is also negotiations. And when you are negotiating an amazing deal for your clients, that is what they want. Now, I know in this market, we have had to tell a lot of our buyers, you need to waive this, you need to do this, you need to go above list price, right? All of these things really don't make our buyers feel super amazing. And who's to blame? Do you want to go to the grocery store and say, hey, here's a loaf of bread, right? It's $1.50, but you can have it today for $2. You're going to be like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I do that? And our buyers, they've been through the ringer, right? So first up, you really need to sympathize with the buyers, but you also need to understand what your job is as a buyer agent, which is to secure the house. So hopefully you can feel a little bit better about sometimes recommending that they put an appraisal gap on there, that they waive certain things, right? That they shorten certain periods, whichever one it is, you have to really figure out, is this something that's in the best interest of my buyer? But I'm getting sidetracked. So back to the 3 ways that you can save your buyers money. And I also want you to brag about these. Yes, brag about them in your postcard mailings, brag about them in your email, brag about them on your social media. I want you to brag about it in person. Doesn't make a difference. I want you to brag about it. So number 1, sales price, right? That's the most obvious one. Sales price meaning, were you able to negotiate a lower than list price lately on a property? If the answer is yes, right? And you don't even have to remember. Go in the MLS, pull up your last 12 months worth of transactions and see, have you actually procured an offer below the list price in any of these transactions lately? If so, use it and brag about it. This is really important because so many agents are just looking to let's just get them under contract, let's just be done with it, right? But if you're really recommending the best possible negotiation strategy, sometimes we had it that you actually saw this house was just way overpriced, or this house we're not going to get the interest that most other houses get because of X, Y, and Z, right? You know the market, especially if you are one of my hyperlocal agents. You know the market. You know the houses that are going to sit. You know the houses that are going to fly. It's one of the superpowers of a hyperlocal agent. So sales price, if you've negotiated a lower than list price, and you can go back more than 12 months, I feel like during the entire pandemic period, you can go back 2020, 2021, 2022, right? Look for your stories. I want you to really build that story inventory right now. Believe me, you're going to need it moving forward. So that was number 1. The second way that you can actually save your buyers money and brag about it is concessions, okay? Concessions meaning, have you negotiated any closing cost credits right off the bat? Were you able to cover certain things, right? Again, look at the list you pulled about these properties and see, hey, was I able to get my buyers concessions, and were they able to maybe buy down their interest rate? Were they able to bring in less to closing, right? What was it that those concessions actually helped the buyer? Not just, hey, I got $5,000 in concessions, because buyers don't know what that means, right? What were these used for, and what was the outcome? So make sure that you're adding that. Sometimes you may have to look back in a transaction, a closing document, to figure out, okay, what did we do with that? And again, if they had to bring in less money to closing, that is something to brag about, okay? That is money in their bank account, money that they are saving so they can then do X, Y, and Z that's on their to-do list. So there's that. The third and final way for today's episode is inspection repairs. I know, this is something where I think, again, during the pandemic years, right? We're not gonna ask for anything. If you want my dog to, you can have it, all of that good stuff. But we're getting, again, to a nice time frame where you can actually say, hey, I negotiated $15,000 in inspection repair items for my buyers. Brag about it, because buyers want to have agents that are fighting for them. Buyers want agents that can save them money. So even if the inspection repair items were not in the tens of thousands of dollars, you can still brag about the fact that you were able to negotiate that in based on our market conditions, where most agents ended up going just belly up saying it is what it is, you need to buy it as is, don't ask for anything. You can say, we did not buy it as is, and we reserved the right for inspection repairs, and we did get $4,000, $5,000, $2,000, right? Whatever it is, that is a lot of money. I know we in real estate are so skewed thinking like, oh, it's like $2,000, it's nothing. If I offer you right now $2,000, you're gonna be like, yes, Janine, I'd like it, right? If I say, hey, here's $2,000 for free, wouldn't you? That is a lot of money. So always keep that in mind when you're doing real estate deals. So to sum it up, you need to really lean in and figure out, how can I portray to those buyers that I am a different type of agent? I'm a hyper-local agent, and here again are the three ways. We got the sale price, right? You save the money there. We got the concessions or closing cost credit, and we got the inspection repairs. So I hope you found this one helpful. Again, remember to tune in to any and all of our classes at thehyperlocalagent.com/class. And I can't wait for you to go out there, crush it this month. Don't be intimidated. This truly is an opportunity for you to have confidence, be stronger in your mindset, and best of all, you're not going to end up working for free. So, see you in the next episode.